Hello people, welcome to this week outlook. Today we shall be looking at the markets at all the major pairs, including some of the indices and DXY, to see what is our overall direction and bias for next week. So let's get into our chart and see what's really happening in the forex markets. Let's see what's really happening, what happened last week, and what we should anticipate in this upcoming week. All right, let's start with our GBPUSD as usual. Let's go to our weekly time frame. On our weekly time frame, let me just clear the chart. Last week was a bit choppy on GBPUSD, though. Let me just clear the chart. So as you can see on GBPUSD, we are bearish on this pair. As you can see that we are making lows and lows, and this year has been bearish since the beginning of this year. I think the bearishness even started from last year, last year ending or so. But we have been bearish throughout this year on GBPUSD. In fact, I think all the major pairs, that is EURUSD, GBPUSD, AUDUSD, all of them, all the XXX pairs have been bearish. So as you can see on this market, we are bearish. So you can see, let me just mark some zone to show that okay, we are bearish on this market. As you can see, here is an OB here, and the market came here, and we see this kind of rejection. This is a nice rejection to show that okay, there are some kind of bearish push, bearish rejection that happened around here. So as you can see here, the market pushed here, immediately rejected, and also this week went up again, and it rejected again. Now we should be anticipating more sales on GBPUSD on the weekly time frame. Going to our daily time frame, you can see that we are also bearish on our daily time frame, in the sense that okay, here is where we should be anticipating to attack this sell side liquidity. Let me just mark that. As you can see, that's the next place we should be anticipating. We should be watching carefully. On the daily time frame, you can see here is what the low, and this is protected, this is a high, and here there will be, you should be watching here also. But as you can see, we have already rejected from here, so we should be watching the price action from here also. So here is where we should be anticipating to attack next. Going to our 4-hour time frame, you can see that last week pushed up, then later pushed down, and ended the week in the middle. As you can see on last week, at first we pushed a bit up to this zone here, and now we started seeing some kind of bearish push to the downside, and here is where this market turned bearish on last week. Here was where the market turned bearish, and immediately market turned bearish. It didn't go to this OB here, because here is an OB here, but the market just respected this fair value gap rather here. Market respected here. As you can see, here is a fair value gap here, and then market plummet down. On the market, the GBPUSD was quite ranging last week though. As far as I'm concerned, GBPUSD was ranging mostly on last week, and here you can see that there was a change of structure that happened here as well before the week ended, and here some kind of grab of liquidity that happened around here before the change of structure happened. So immediately it's cleared this low. We saw some kind of push up. Then now we should be very skeptical, but to me, I will be watching for bearish structure change to continue this sell from higher time frame perspective. So right now I just stay flat. I will not do anything in the market and wait for GPUs to show me some kind of bearish push to the downside, and 1 hour is already showing some kind of bearish push, but I really need that 4-hour time frame to show me some kind of bearish push to anticipate more sales on GBPUSD. This GBPUSD was just choppy last week, so that is just it on GBPUSD. There's nothing really happening here. It was all through choppy week on GBPUSD. And now we should be anticipating this sell side, these lows. Here will be the target if we start making bearish structure to the downside. Here will be our liquidity zone here, and the final target will be here, anticipating more lows on GBPUSD. So that is that on GBPUSD. Let's go to our EURUSD. On our EURUSD, you can see that let me clear the chart. Last week was also quite choppy on EURUSD. On our weekly time frame, EURUSD is also very bearish on our weekly time frame perspective. As you can see here, EURUSD, it came to this OB here. Then also EURUSD has been very perfect. Like it has just been respecting structure lately. And trend traders are really enjoying these market structures because these markets are moving perfectly in terms of higher time frame view. So as you can see here, EURUSD, this was the latest, the last OB here. OB came here, it rejected immediately, and from there, this EURUSD didn't even retrace up, just ranged here throughout last week. And to me here on EURUSD, from our weekly time frame perspective, I will be watching this zone as our next target to be cleared, because we are overall bearish. So I'm anticipating new low and continuation on the EURUSD. On our daily time frame perspective, you can see that there are some kind of OB that EURUSD came to test here. Here is an OB on our daily time frame. EURUSD came here and now we are plummeting down. Now to me, I anticipate low EURUSD to come to this zone here, clearing the sell side liquidity, and maybe a continuation low on EURUSD. And that is that on EURUSD. Let me go to our 4-hour time frame to see what really happened on EURUSD. On our 4-hour time frame view, you can see that EURUSD came here and structure started turning bearish from here, but this is not really clear. If I am to trade this pair, I won't start shorting from here, seeing this kind of structure change. And you can see it has been respecting these OBs here. It went down, come to this zone again, plummeted down, and since then EURUSD has been consolidating. This is not really clear. So if I am to approach this kind of market, I'll stay sideline. So here is an relative equal lows, or equal lows rather. You can say this place is double bottom. Yeah, and after that EURUSD cleared the low. EURUSD cleared this equal lows here, and as you can see, after that we saw some kind of another weak rejection happening here. So this guy is very tricky here. One should be very careful with this, what's happening on EURUSD. As you can see here, it came here, did not really like a clear structure break, saw some kind of weak rejection, as you can see. And here is another zone to be watching. But personally, I won't do anything on EURUSD right now because I want that bearish structure to show me that EURUSD want to continue lower to this zone, clearing this sell side liquidity on EURUSD. So that is that for me on EURUSD. Right now, this market is somehow choppy, clearing this low, clearing this high, and it's in the middle. So I'll stay flat also on EURUSD. But overall, I'm looking at more sell side on EURUSD. Now going to AUDUSD. On our AUDUSD, on our weekly time frame, this AUDUSD has been selling, has been crashing down, man. I caught some swing opportunities on AUDUSD recently, so and it really moved smooth. No ranging at all. It really moved smoothly to the downside. And still, from to me, I'm still anticipating more downside on AUDUSD. As you can see here, analyzing this chart from our weekly time frame perspective, you can see that here is the next target for us to be looking at on AUDUSD, because here is the next liquidity zone for us to be anticipating for for AUDUSD to be cleared. And also you can see that we have been bearish. This market is bearish. I will not be trying to cash a falling knife in this kind of bearish market. Never. As you can see here, AUDUSD has been bearish. Like this is pure bear momentum happening on AUDUSD. You can see a series of break of structures and keep breaking lower, keep making lows on AUDUSD. And this is our weekly time frame, as you can see. So on AUDUSD, you can see that we break structure and we're just plummeting down. There's no retracement. That's why I really don't see the reason for me to be longing a pair, or anticipating maybe for me to see a bearish market, then I'll be anticipating the retracement. No, if I see a bearish market, I'll treat it as a bearish market, not that I will be thinking that maybe it might pull back. I've seen market that just keep plummeting down without even pulling back. So there's a different type of market condition. So as you can see on AUDUSD, we made this low, clear this low, and since then AUDUSD has been plummeting down. It has been plummeting down. On our daily time frame, you can see that AUDUSD is bearish. AUDUSD is bearish. It keeps breaking structure. To me, I'll just flow with this bearish momentum and continue the bearish trend on AUDUSD. On our 4-hour time frame perspective, you can see at first here we range here on daily. Sorry, on 4-hour at this zone here, it's consolidated and broke out again and continue going bearish. Also here you can see there's some kind of little consolidation happening here. These are some kind of equal highs that happen here, but since we are bearish, I really don't see any reason for us to be for this equal high to be of use for now, until we start turning bullish on a maybe 4-hour time frame perspective, before we anticipate that double top to be cleared. As you can see here, here is our potential zone for us to be watching out for. So here is sell side liquidity zone for us to be looking out for on AUDUSD to be cleared. So as you can see here, we are pretty much bearish on AUDUSD. So let's see how next week plays out. To me personally, I will still be looking for more bearish structure to continue this lovely bearish momentum on AUDUSD. Now going to our NZDUSD. Let me start with our weekly time frame. So as you can see on NZDUSD, we are also bearish on this pair. You can see here we are officially bearish from here, and we have been bearish before we won't get there. So we are still bearish, but as you can see, this kind of move happens sometimes. It doesn't always happen like move a push down, pull back, push. Sometimes it can just plummet down because overall we are bearish. So the momentum is still at the downside. And right now you can see NZDUSD is bearish, and now right now I'm anticipating it to clear this low here before we see any kind of maybe a little retracement before we continue going bearish. But to me, this is the zone I'm anticipating for NZDUSD to clear on our weekly time frame. Going to our daily time frame, you can see that NZDUSD is also bearish on this our lovely daily time frame. As you can see, there's no reason for us to be longing this pair from the higher time frame perspective and daily time frame. Right now, we are still bearish on our daily. Going down to our 4-hour time frame, on our 4-hour time frame, you can also see that we have been making a bearish order flow on this 4-hour time frame. Also, last week was quite consolidating week. Like, this is real consolidation. There's nothing happening here to me personally. This is just a consolidation, and but overall we are still bearish. So this kind of consolidation, some people will be trying to long, but to me personally, I would rather look for that nice sell opportunity on the maybe 4-hour time frame or other lower time frames. So you can see here that at first this was like some kind of liquidity grab, but because we are on a down bearish trend, that is overall we are bearish, so this might just be some kind of push, then maybe a continuation low. And right now this pair has just been range bound last week. As you can see, there are some kind of push up. It should look like grab of liquidity at that zone. Something happened here again, and some kind of push up happened again. So right here, I'll just stay sideline, but overall, I'm bearish on NZDUSD. Here is our next target to be cleared, 0.54. Now let's go to our next pair, which is USDCAD. On our weekly time frame perspective, you see that USDCAD has started going bullish. Let me clear the chart and make fresh analysis once and for all. As you can see, at first we were range bound on our weekly time frame, but immediately I started seeing some kind of push, and we're respecting these OBs here, respecting the OBs. That was when I started making my mind up that okay, USDCAD might be trying to show us something, and right now we can see that USDCAD is showing us that okay, it's ready to break out and is bullish. From my own perspective, I'll see USDCAD as a bullish market, and here is an OB here on our weekly time frame that was being respected. It broke out, came back here, and right now you can also see that there was some kind of structure break that happened around here. Then here is also an OB which wasn't filled, but overall we are still bullish. Now let's go to our daily time frame. On our daily time frame, you can also see that USDCAD has been respecting these OBs here. So you can see that USDCAD has some kind of break of structure, came back to this OB here. This OB here, it came to this OB. I really don't want to mark all these lines. So let me just put it for you guys to understand what I'm saying. So, but overall, let me just use this. Let me delete that and make it smaller. Here is some kind of break of structure that happened here. Then it came back to this OB here. Now make another break of structure, clearing this relative equal highs, and we are now flowing bullish on USDCAD. And right now you can see that USDCAD has made another break of structure around here. I can't really say anything much on this because it's not really looking very clear, but overall we are bullish. Now going to our 4-hour time frame, you can see that USDCAD made some kind of relative equal highs here, then it's cleared it here, and overall there was some time that USDCAD started turning bearish on our 4-hour time frame, but because we are overall bullish on USDCAD, this kind of sell really won't hold sometimes, but sometimes it can also hold because the market is very dynamic. There are some kind of equal hollows here. So right now on USDCAD, I'm bullish on a 4-hour time frame perspective, and also daily time frame, weekly time frame, and definitely all the lower time frame will be bullish. So right now we should be anticipating more buys on our USDCAD. We might see some kind of maybe push to this zone, clearing all these lows before a continuation high. But overall, we are bearish on USDCAD. We might see something like this, then a continuation high, a push to this zone, then a continuation high. And that is that on USDCAD. Let's go to our next pair, which is USDJPY. On our USDJPY, you can see that this market is fucking bullish. This is very bullish market. Don't even try to catch any form of reversal or any shit in this market. So let me just clear this market overall and make a fresh analysis. Sorry, let me use the other pair. Yeah. So on this market, you can see that we are extremely bullish. As you can see, we are extremely bullish on this pair. On our weekly time frame perspective, you can see that it's just in a bullish order flow, flowing, and it keeps making highs, clearing the buy side liquidity, and it keeps making new highs. That is, it's making higher highs. Also, you can see that this week closed extremely bullish. That is, the last week candle closure is extremely bullish. Also on our USD JPY, you can see some kind of structure break that happened around here. This is the last high, but it's some kind of weak, but still it's a high, and it broke the structure, and you can see we are still flowing bullish on USDJPY. So overall, this market is just too bullish. Like, it's bullish. Let me go to our 4H time frame to see what's happening there. On our 4-hour time frame, you can see that this market is bullish as well. Overall, we are bullish. It broke under structure here. It went higher, came back to this OB. It cleared these lows. You can see something happened here. It cleared this low here. It broke structure high, came back to this zone, cleared these lows here before it continued going higher. Maybe there's some kind of news that made that kind of shitable, but that is what happened. And also, this is another zone to be watched. So overall on USDJPY, we should anticipate more upside on this pair because overall we are bullish. Now going to our next pair, which is USDCHF. On our USD Swiss francs, you can see we are also extremely bullish on this pair. As you can see from here, there are some kind of, it's traded to this OB here, and it's right now we are making some kind of highs, or some kind of maybe little structure break here, and going to our daily time frame, you can see that overall we are still bullish. This is a bullish order flow. Also, you can see some kind of break of structure here. We are also bullish here, and going to our 4-hour time frame, this market is still very much bullish. As you can see on our 4-hour time frame, there are some kind of OBs here. There's some kind of OBs here. Then it came to this OB here, and now we are making another break of structure here, and overall we are bullish. And on our higher time frame perspective, we are bullish. So right now we should just be anticipating more upside on USDCHF, because to me here, you can see that here is another zone here that one can pick some long from. You can see some kind of push to this zone, and maybe a continuation high, clearing this overall the last high, which is this buy side liquidity that is here. I'm anticipating more upside on USDCHF. Now let's go to our indices. On our indices, let's start with NASDAQ. No, let's use our S&P. Sorry, let's use our S&P. You can see on our indices. Let me just make a fresh analysis. I anticipate more downside on this S&P 500 because we are bearish. We are bearish. No need to fight this market. No need to fight this beautiful trend. You can see that on our S&P, let's use our weekly time frame at first. It came here to clear this high, and now we have already cleared this low here, and overall we are bearish. We are bearish. On our daily time frame, you can see that it started making bearish order flow on our daily time frame, coming to this OBs here. So then it's cleared this lows here. Here is an OB as well. Flush down lower, and now we might see another continuation low on this pair. Maybe to attack this overall low. There's some kind of push that's cleared. That looks like some kind of liquidity grab here. Then it means some kind of break of structure, which is some kind of fake structure break. Now clear this low, and I'm anticipating more lows on S&P 500. Can see immediately we clear this low, there was some kind of break of structure that happened on our 4-hour time frame view. And overall, I'll stay flat on this pair for now. It's like see some kind of bearish structure that happened, that should happen around here. Then I'll anticipate more downside for this pair. So right now, I'll just stay sideline on S&P 500. But overall, I'm bearish. Now let's go to our NASDAQ. On our NASDAQ, let me show you some of my trade that I took here last week. As you can see, this trade I sent it to my Telegram group, my community. You can see I posted it when I saw this. Let me start with your first trade, which is this. I saw this opportunity here. Yeah, this an OB here. This 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 candles. Here is an OB. So at first I saw this OBs here, but because of this, the stop loss was wide, so I couldn't enter the trade. I was like, okay, if we can get to this zone here, I can anticipate a long trade from this zone. Or immediately I entered the trade. Trade trigger, it was a buy limits, and it just went to my stop loss, and it fit my picture, so it's a good trade from my own view. So and from there I didn't take any more trade. I waited for the next day. The next day I saw this buy opportunity in the morning, and any trade that's in the morning, that is the London session, are really not that great trade, because they are not, most time they are not that much liquidity, because the stock market has not opened. As you can see here, this trade was a nice trade, but it didn't reach my take profit. It missed it by, I think, 4 pip or 3 pip. Then I closed as it was coming down. I closed my trade around here, because I don't want a winner turn to a loser, and that is a very bad way to approach the market, letting your winner turn to a loser. And the next trade was around here. You can see the market was plummeting down really aggressively. I was waiting for the market. I saw this nice opportunity on this zone here, and you can see I just set my sell limit around here, and immediately I set the sell limit. Market was still plummeting down. I saw some kind of bullish momentum starting to kick in market. Immediately the market just triggered us. Within 15 minutes, market has already put us into huge profits, and immediately I put my stop loss to break even. That is, I move my stop loss to entry, and now I set my take profits around here, but I took partials along the way. As you know, I took some partials around here. Then I wanted to take the last partials around here, but I saw that this market really did not want to get here, so I closed a lot of profits here to avoid what's happened here, because this shit is very painful, because it's already close to our take profit. So I just closed a lot of position. I left some to run. The remaining position I left to run, there was a news that they released. This spiked us out, then it's plummeted down. So apart from that, I really did not take any more trade till the weekend. So let's make a fresh analysis on the pair. As you can see on our NAS100, on our weekly time frame, we are bearish on this. On the weekly time frame, you can see here there's some kind of, this was looking like a break of structure, but later on it turned out to be a fake out on our Nasdaq, and then we cleared this low here, which made another structure, very structure continuation on our Nasdaq. And then going to our daily time frame perspective, you can see that Nasdaq has also been bearish on our daily time frame. You can see immediately we cleared there, made some kind of bullish push, but immediately the structure started changing from here. From my own view, it started changing here. Sorry, I don't really know what's happened there. Okay, then we saw another structure change that happened around here. It came to this OB here, it tapped it, then it's plummeted down, causing another structure change here. Then it came to this OB here, then it's plummeted down, clearing this sell side liquidity, and maybe this is another continuation low of our Nasdaq. You can see there's some kind of liquidity grab here, because overall we are bearish, so this is the buy side liquidity grab, and now we have already cleared that and made another structure change there, here. So going to our 4-hour time frame, you can see we cleared this high, made a structure change. On our 4-hour time frame, you can see that we are also quite bearish on this time frame overall, as you can see. And from our own view, this is not really clear, but overall we are bearish, and the low I should be anticipating for us to be cleared is here. So let me go to our DXY to finalize this analysis. On our DXY, let me start with our weekly time frame. As you can see here on our DXY, we are bullish overall, and then you can see on our weekly time frame we are bullish. Here was the last OB that it's come to tap. Here is an OB here, because this is the last. This here is an OB here, and there was some kind of break of structure that happened as well. Before coming to the OB, there was some kind of break of structure that happened. So it came to this OB here. It filled it. Now we are seeing some kind of bullish continuation high. So let's go to our daily time frame to see what's really happening. On our daily time frame, you can see that overall this was some kind of structural change that happened. Here is also an OB here, as you can see. These are OB. This is an OB. Then for now, and to me personally, we are bullish overall on DXY. Next high we should be anticipating to be cleared is that high buy side liquidity. On our 4-hour time frame, you can also see that okay, on our 4-hour time frame, this is not quite clear to me as well, because this is somehow choppy from our own view. But overall, I say we are overall bullish on DXY on our higher time frame view. So let's see what happened next week on DXY. I'm anticipating this place to be cleared, this high, to clear the buy side liquidity on DXY. So thank you guys for staying and watching the analysis with me. I hope you guys like the analysis. Hope you guys share with your friends and family. See you guys in next week analysis. Hope you guys have a good trading week. Bye for now, guys.